Vicky Haddock and I spoke again. I guess she was ready to bring some type of closure to the whole thing. So she told me that we were gonna have to talk about what it is that they could do for me. And she went on to tell me about how I was like, dude, like, what do you mean? And she said, well, sometimes families want a monument in the park. So now this woman has offered up Little League uniforms, church pews, and a monument in the park. I didn't want either one. What I wanted was accountability. I wanted somebody to be held accountable for my daughter's death. But I didn't know enough about my daughter's death at the time. I started trying to figure out who could get me more information. So I called the records department trying to get records. And they told me that because my daughter was deceased, that they couldn't give them to me unless I had an estate. So I asked her, how do you go about getting an estate? She said, well, you have to go to the courthouse and go to the estate office, and they will help you set up an estate for your daughter, and then you can get the medical records. So I drove back to Greenville to get the estate set up. And then I found out that that's not where I had to go. I had to go to the county where my daughter lived. Duh. So, if it's anybody out there that needs to set up an estate, don't go to the county where the person died. Go to the county where the person lived to get the estate set up. What happened at the estate office, that's a whole nother something else. I did eventually get the estate open. But we'll talk about that maybe in another video as well. I'm not even sure where I'm going with this video. I forgot. Okay, I got it. When trying to find out who the hospital answers to, I learned that CMS, DHHS, they work together. Both of those work together, okay? I filed a complaint with both offices. CMS actually gave the complaint I filed with them to DHHS. And I also filed a complaint with the Joint Commission. Okay, people, this part is important. If you suspect any type of patient abuse and neglect, or patient abuse or neglect, before you hire a lawyer, you hear me? I'm gonna say it again. Before you hire a lawyer, get one of these agencies or all of the agencies involved. DHHS in your state will go out and investigate, okay? Do not trust your lawyer to do your investigation. Plus, it adds time to your case for them to investigate. But don't trust your lawyer to do a thorough investigation. Why? Because the hospital or whatever the facility is has lawyers too. These people play golf together. Their kids go to school together. They go to country clubs together. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying that every lawyer is dirty or anything like that. Don't trust your lawyer to do. There are things that you can do. See, if you turn it all over to the lawyer is going to tell you how much that he feels you should know. You feel me? I know you want to trust your lawyer. I wanted to trust mine too. We'll get into that in another video. But seriously, get this paperwork on your own. Get these investigations on your own. The Joint Commission, DHHS. If there's a nurse involved, get the Board of Nursing involved. File a report with these people. If it's a doctor, I guess you go to the AMA. I'm not sure because I didn't file a complaint against a doctor. But look it up online. Who do you file a complaint against a doctor for? Whatever title that the staff member holds, there is an agency that you can get involved that will go and investigate for themselves and will give you the results of the investigation. Now, the Joint Commission will not give you a report of what they find, okay? But they will tell you if they found anything. You know, they'll be like, well, yes, you know, we found some, you know, issues, and we have asked them to resolve these issues, or something, some type of wording like that, something similar. But they're not going to tell you what they find. That they just don't. But DHHS will give you a detailed report if they find anything. The Board of Nursing will give you a detailed report. Okay? You get these reports. And then, if you still need to hire a lawyer, after reading what the results of their investigation says, then you hire a lawyer. Then you know. You don't have to wait for the lawyer to tell you what happened, or whatever the findings were. It's right there in your paperwork. You know, and now can't nobody sidestep you, because you got it right here. You know, and you need to know. A lot of people, you know, they suspect something. The first person they call is an attorney. Why? The attorney can tell you any damn thing that he or she wants to tell you, especially if they are friends with the attorneys that represent the facility that you got a problem with. Keep in mind, these people send kids to college, and their kids go to college together, or they themselves went to college with a lawyer on the opposing side. These people know each other. There are different types of you know, meetings, not meetings, what do you call, like seminar things that you know, professional groups have to go to. They sit together and talk, laugh, eat lunch, joke about you, me, and other cases that they have. Okay? Don't be fooled. Now, I know, again, somebody's going to be in the comments, you know, well, this happened and I hired a lawyer and my lawyer was great. I'm not saying that your lawyer was not great and didn't do their job. What I'm saying is, none of these people work for free. They say they work on a you know, contingency basis. You know, we only get paid if you win the case. First of all, they're not going to take a case that they don't feel like they can get something out of. That's number one. And then when they do take it, both sides are going to get something out of it. Now, that's my opinion.